Hi, fifth grade families, and welcome to my back to school night presentation. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, I'll give you a snapshot of what life looks like in our fifth grade classroom, our routines, expectations, curriculum, and how we'll work together this year. I'll start with a little bit about myself. This is my fifth year teaching at Canyon View, my sixth year in Irvine Unified, and my fourth year teaching fifth grade. I have a bachelor's degree in English and a multiple subject teaching credential from Cal State Fullerton. Outside of teaching, I swam competitively through college and discovered my love for coaching during the summers at home. That was really my first experience working with kids, and I've loved it ever since. In my free time, I enjoy spending time with family and friends, working out, and shopping. At Canyon View, our fifth grade team works very closely together. We share the same vision for fifth grade and design learning experiences with the same guiding principles and goals. Everything we plan is meant to help students grow not just academically, but also socially and emotionally as they prepare for sixth grade and beyond. Early in the year, we worked together as a class to set our norms. I asked students, how do you want to feel in fifth grade? And they said things like loved, safe, valued, resilient, and included. From those responses, we created a set of general rules to guide how we treat each other and how we work together. We also wrote a class mantra that we say together every morning. It's a quick reminder that every student is valued and an important part of our classroom community. To help students stay organized, we use different folders. Each subject has its own folder, so students aren't carrying around heavy backpacks every day. We also have a things to do folder for unfinished work and a take home folder for homework. Finally, you'll see a conduit folder most Fridays with graded work, assessments, and flyers. I only send it home when there are multiple items, so don't worry if you don't see it every week. Anything inside this conduit can stay home. The folder itself should return to class empty on Mondays. Homework is designed for students to complete independently. It gives me a chance to see what they can do on their own and who may need extra support. Your role at home is to check for completion and spot check accuracy. If your child really struggles or reaches a point of frustration, it's okay for them to stop. If this happens, just send me an email so I know to review it with them the next day. Homework is assigned Monday through Thursday and usually includes 25 minutes of independent reading, 5 math problems, any unfinished classwork, and review time for assessments. Students are given time in class to work on math homework, so sometimes it'll already be completed before they go home. If they tell you this, please just double check with them. Assessments. Assessments help me measure what students know and where they need more practice. In fifth grade, we use a process called dot grading. So when students first turn in their work, I mark dots on problems they need to revisit. They then get the chance to check and correct their work before turning it in again for a final grade. Once assessments are fully graded, they'll come home in the conduit folder. Instead of traditional letter grades, students now receive marks of 1, 2, 3, or 4, corresponding with excelling, proficient, developing, or beginning. The goal is to show growth and mastery of grade level standards rather than just aiming for a good letter grade. This system helps students focus on where they are in their learning journey and what they need to do next, instead of simply focusing on points. You'll see these marks on assessments rather than percentages or letter grades. Feel free to pause and read through the descriptors on this slide. These next slides give a broad overview of our curriculum and the essential standards for fifth grade. I'll let you pause and read through them at your own pace. Science is a shared subject taught collaboratively with Mrs. Rolfe. Students' grades will reflect both classroom science and lab work. Your child will bring home a safety contract and welcome letter with details. If you ever have specific questions about Science Lab, you can email Mrs. Rolfe directly. Our classroom norms also tie into Canyon View's school-wide expectations, STAR. STAR stands for show resilience, take responsibility, act with compassion, and reach for respect. Students can earn STAR tickets for prizes, fun Friday minutes, or other rewards. Additionally, they can work together to earn table points and marbles for our marble jar, which will lead to class celebrations. If a student struggles with expectations, I use reminders, reteaching, or loss of privileges. If concerns continue, I'll reach out to you so that we can problem solve together. Communication. There are several ways to stay connected. Email is the best way to reach me. Weekly updates will share curriculum and important dates. Google Classroom has resources for students that they can check at home. Conduits also allow you to see graded work. And the Canyon View website and PTA page have lots of school-wide information. Lastly, we'll also have goal-setting conferences in the fall and optional spring conferences. Few miscellaneous items. If your child will be absent or leaving early, please email me and our attendance clerk, Adriana Jaramillo. Dropping off forgotten items isn't allowed. This is a chance for fifth graders to build responsibility and independence. If for any reason that you do need to drop something off, please contact the front office and let them know. Electronics, including smartwatches, should remain off and in backpacks during the school day. Finally, if you're interested in being our room rep or assistant rep, please complete the volunteer survey. If you're able, we encourage donations to IPSF, the Irvine Public Schools Foundation. They're an important partner that helps fund many of our school programs and enrichment opportunities. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate your partnership and support in your child's education. I'm excited for the year ahead and can't wait to see all of the ways our fifth graders grow.